3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Good morning. It is 6:53 in the morning. We are unfortunately leaving the Roosevelt Hotel. Fantastic stay here. Fantastic 2 days. I'd love to come back here if I'm in the area. It is 37 degrees. Not as cold as yesterday, but cold enough. There's a little ice on the window, so we're letting that kind of thaw out with the froster right now. But we have a lot on our plate today. We are headed to first Wall, South Dakota, to Wall Drugstore, and then we're going to Badlands National Park, which should be a good time. Another national park off the list. And then we're headed to Wounded Knee, which is very close to there, to look at the battlefield and the monument. And then we're headed to Sidney, Nebraska, to stay at the Comfort Inn and Suites for the evening. And then tomorrow, oh, I'm not even going to tell you. You're just going to have to wait. Tomorrow's the day I can't wait for. I'm so excited. I'm going to have to wait, but you know, I don't want to. The windshield looks like it's about ready for me to go. The back one is not, but I really needed the front one more than the back one, so let's go. All right, so we have made it to Wall Drug. Wall Drug started in 1931 as a really, really small little drugstore. And it has blossomed into one of the largest tourist attractions in North America. And there's all these little shops along the way. And the sound you hear is people trying to go in the door that says entry, and it's actually not. But it's just like a facade of a western town with, you know, like this is the bookstore. And then of course over here you've got the Rockhound shop, which I'm going to assume is going to be rocks. Things like that. Oh, but look at this. Old Pappy. All these kind of places have those little quarter things that you can put a quarter into and get your future read to you. There's fudge. There's a fudge shop. We're gonna get some donuts. We heard that the donuts are amazing, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Waiting for? Come on over.
Look at that.
For a small fee, Zoltar will give you a wealth of wisdom.
Zoltar. And then out here is more. It's not ended. There's more of Wall Drug. This is called the Backyard. This thing just goes on and on and on. Looks like all this is probably closed, like it's not open yet. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. You mean I didn't have to go all the way to Custer State Park to see a buffalo? I could have just came here. I could have came here and booped the snoot. Then of course over here we've got a jackalope. Pretty cool. Now they also have 5-cent coffee here, which is another selling point. I don't know how good 5-cent coffee is, but we might find out. Then a nice little stagecoach here for a photo op. Oh my gosh, see, look at this. I could have just came here. I didn't need to go to Mount Rushmore. It's right there. Well, damn. All that driving, I could have just came here. All right, let's go back in and see what we got going on. All right, so this is pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get some breakfast, and then we're gonna get back on the road. It's just a real quick stop, but it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna look around for a few minutes, get my donuts, and get on the road. All right, I don't know if you can see, but we're just now at the entrance to Badlands National Park, and over there is a buffalo right at the entrance. At first I thought it wasn't real. Oh, it's real. It's a freaking buffalo right here. Okay, so this is Bigfoot Overlook. Bigfoot Overlook is named after Chief Spotted Elk, who is also known as Bigfoot. But this is the area he rode through to Wounded Knee. And of course, unfortunately, on December 29th of 1890, over 300 Lakota Indians were massacred by the U.S. Army. All right, so I found out I'm at the Ben Rifle Visitor Center here at Badlands, and I found out why I've only seen one buffalo. They recently, last week, did a roundup. So they're all in corrals at Sage Creek Road, which is way back that way. I saw a buffalo at Custer. I'm happy with that. I don't need to go see more. I just wanted to photograph more, but I don't want to see them in you know, pens and corrals.
A few hours later.
All right. So this is Carhenge. It was a lot faster to build. Took about 9,009. All right, so this is Carhenge. It was erected much faster than the original Stonehenge. In fact, about 900. All right, so this is Carhenge, based after Stonehenge. You get to see here they've painted all the cars gray. They used to just be their original color. It's pretty cool because people are asked not to graffiti these cars, and they're not. There's only one car up at the very top of the hill. They ask you that you can go ahead and sign if you want. Just leave these cars be, and they pretty much have done so. I'm sure somebody's come out here and graffitied them, and they get painted over. But this is Carhenge. It was a lot easier to build, said Jim Reinders. This was his creation. Him and his family actually erected this in 6 days instead of 9,999 years. So this is it. I really like this. It's just kind of fun. And it's goes all the way around. So the gift shop and visitor center is closed today. It's Sunday. But yeah, pretty neat. Then over here, I'm gonna come over here and look. They've added a few things as well. I'm gonna go show this one. Mostly for my nephew, Mason. He likes crazy creatures and dinosaurs. So over here, there is a crazy fish and a dinosaur. So there you go, Mason. Here's a crazy fish. Made out of car parts. Looks like the undercarriage of a car. It's part of it, at least. The frame. Part of the wheel there. The brake system. And then over here is this guy. Doesn't have a name. It reminds me of Mason, so we're just gonna call it Mason. So that is Carhenge. It's actually for a Sunday. There's been maybe 8 or 9 cars here in the last 15 minutes. They take a photo. Some of them don't even like walk through it, which doesn't make much sense to me. But yeah, so I think it's pretty cool to come out here and check out. It was fun to photograph. I'm glad there's some clouds in the sky and make it a little bit more interesting of a photo. I'm not really big into adding clouds. I think that's trickery and blasphemy. And I don't believe in adding colors to photos. So when I do a photo, the colors that are in that photo are the colors that I see or my camera sees. But yeah, this was pretty cool. We're headed an hour up the road to Sydney, to our hotel room. And we're gonna grab a bite to eat later and relax, probably watch some football. All right, so I have had a long day. It's been fantastic. I did go eat. I ate at 3 margaritas here in Sydney. It was attached to a gas station, which I thought probably was going to mean that I'm not going to eat very good tonight. But the fajitas, the chicken fajitas were fantastic. And they gave me so much that I couldn't finish it. And if you know me, that's not usual. It was really good. It's a great room. I'll show you tomorrow. I've already unpacked. Yeah, but tomorrow we're headed to the Stanley Hotel. Okay. Yeah. The Stanley Hotel. We might be in trouble. See you tomorrow. Happy October.